In an attempt to solve a scramjet problem, there have been a few radical attempts to circumvent the issue of combustion altogether by removing it from the system. One of the best known of these is the MHD Ramjet. MHD stands for Magneto Hydrodynamics. The idea is this: if you could ionize a flow as it came into the engine, then it could be manipulated with magnetic or electrostatic fields. An example of such a system is shown in a diagram. At the intake of the engine is some device which ionizes the airflow. Air can be ionized by electrical discharge, radiation, heating, or by some other means. The ionized air is charged and is a conductor, and therefore it can be focused or accelerated using magnetic or electrostatic means, rather like metal through a railgun. If it is accelerated out the back of the vehicle, then thrust may be obtained. If the flow can be ionized like this, there are many other possibilities also. For example, it may be decelerated at the input and give up its kinetic energy as electricity. This electricity could then be used in the acceleration process. Not only this, but there are numerous other methods of heating or energizing a flow within the engine. These include by activating it with electromagnetic radiation, heating it with ohmic methods, that is, running large currents through it, and others. It might even be possible to inject fuel and burn the result, producing a hybrid system with more conventional combustion methods. All this sounds too good to be true, and perhaps it is. The principal problems with the system include how to ionize enough of the flow. The methods mentioned a moment ago can't handle this much air. Some other possibilities do exist, but many of these involve adding extra material into the flow, and we've just spent several videos exploring the difficulties with this. Although, if a rotating duct mechanism discussed in the video on fuel pellets works, it could also be used for this purpose. Another problem is power. Even if we extract energy from the incoming flow by slowing it down and generating electricity, losses mean that we would have to supply more from somewhere to get the system to work. So perhaps this system will come into its own when other sources of power become available. Another possible system which also needs added energy is one which uses electromagnetic radiation to heat the air flowing through the duct directly. The oxygen and nitrogen molecules in the air resonate at several possible frequencies, and rather like water in a microwave oven, it is possible to use this effect to heat the stream. This is known as EMA, or Electromagnetic Activation. Again, this idea would become much easier if other substances could be added to the stream. And again, this might be possible through the rotated duct system already mentioned. But again, this isn't a feasible system in its basic form without some new or different way of supplying power. Others have suggested combining the duct with a gas dynamic laser effect. Gas dynamic lasers are generated by flows of gas to transfer heat out of the duct or between different parts of the flow. Such electromagnetic manipulations of the flow have also been suggested as a way to enhance mixing in more conventional vehicles too. For example, by boosting normal diffusion with forced types, as mentioned in earlier videos.